Welcome back to my Pleasantview 15 years later part 2. I consider one day in The Sims to be 1 year, and since I've played 15 days in each household, it's been 15 years in my game. If you didn't catch the first video, you might want to go check that one out first. That video I talked about the Caliente Household, the Goths, the Dreamer Brokes, and the Pleasants. This video is going to be talking about the Burbs, the Oldies, the Langerak-Lothario family, and Dirk and Dustin, who live together on their own now. So let's jump right in. Alright, so next we have the Burbs, and so their bio says, the Burb family are enjoying life as a family of 5. Sometimes John dreams of more children, but it just doesn't seem to be in the cards for them. So by that, I mean that they have tried a few times for baby using the ACR casual menu, but Jennifer doesn't seem to be getting pregnant, so I don't know what that's about. But to be honest, I mean, 3 kids, that's pretty good, right? And they recently got a dog, so I'm going to show you their house now. Okay, so here is their new little dog, Scout. He's just a puppy. They just got him last time we played this family. And here's the rest of their house. So they're still living at the house they were living at last time at the 10-year update. It is quite cozy. Technically it came as a 2-bedroom, but I did build this sort of like little loft area for Lucy because there was no way I could fit, you know, baby stuff and kid stuff all in one room. But looks like everyone's waking up now. The youngest that we have here is Levi. He's a few days into being a child. His personality is a little bit sloppy, very outgoing, a little bit lazy, pretty playful, and then in between grouchy and nice. So he's gonna go chat with his mom. So let me just see, how does this compare to his parents? Looks like he takes after his mom quite a bit. She's very similar. He's a little more outgoing than her, and maybe a little more serious than her, but oh no, he's more playful than her. She's the more serious one. Okay. Over here we have Lily, who's still sleeping. She should be waking up soon, I think. She's a few days away from aging up to a teen. Let me see. Hello? 2 days. Okay. And she is extremely, like, max neat, max nice, but painfully shy. Somewhat active and pretty playful. So she's pretty different from her siblings, and I think even from her parents, because her dad is quite balanced, and her mom has a few highs and a few lows, but she's to the max, neat and nice. It looks like the kids are gonna start going, or it looks like the parents are getting ready for work. At least John is. Is Jennifer going? No, I think Jennifer wanted to do something with John, but he's gone off to work now. Jennifer has her own car over here that she takes, but I think today she has the day off. Yeah, she does. Okay, so she's gonna go play on the computer. Lucy is over here. She's a teen. She became a family sim when she aged up. She's 5 days away from aging up to an adult, but like I said for Alexander, that I tend to send the teens to uni around this time because I find that 15 days is just too long to be a teen. It just doesn't seem like it matches like the child lifespan and the toddler lifespan. So there goes Lily jumping on that. She loves jumping on the bed. And it looks like Levi's gonna copy her, and they're both jumping on their own beds. That's adorable. Oh, it's time for school though. So they are gonna go off to school now. It's actually really interesting that both Lily and Levi ended up with blonde hair because neither Jennifer or John have blonde hair. They got that as a recessive gene from a grandparent. I think somebody mentioned that it's John's mother that had blonde hair. So that's really interesting how that worked. I do have that one equal genetics mod, so I don't know if that has played a part in it at all, but I like that they got something different because that just adds more variety to the game, you know? And so let's see what Jennifer is doing. She's giving financial counseling. She is a fortune sim, so that is something that they can do. Jennifer is a secondary romance sim. That's just sort of how it worked out with my system. And so she does occasionally roll wants to like go on dates or to flirt. I think only like once, maybe twice, she had a want to woohoo with like 3 different sims because she's only been with John. And I just kind of ignored it. I don't I don't know if that's something that I want to pursue for them because poor John is a family sim and that would just break his heart. I don't know if I could do that to them. So here's little Scout eating his food, and that is surely a puddle from him. I don't think it's possible to potty train puppies because, yeah, you can praise for eating pet food, but I cannot scold him for peeing in the house. So I think they might need to age up to an adult dog before you can do that, before you can really truly train them. So that's too bad. So I'm gonna go relax on his bed. So we know now that Jennifer is a secondary romance and John is a secondary pleasure. So he rolls lots of wants for like relaxing and buying games. We bought him that video game console. We bought the dartboard over here. And so he has a lot of those pleasure wants mixed in with the family wants, like getting pets and having babies and stuff like that. But he has a want to go on a date, which is really sweet, and so does Jennifer. So I should send them on a date sometime soon, maybe later today. John is the one that that adopted Scout. He kept rolling wants for pets, puppies, kittens, things like that. So he has that want to be friends with Scout, which is super cute. So it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight in this house. They haven't, I mean, they've been working at their jobs. They've both had jobs. But John is only level 3 in the education career. Doesn't usually roll wants to get skill points, though he does have the correct ones now. Jennifer does, and she currently has the skills for it. But I think there was something missing in them, which is the reason why she didn't get promoted. I mean, she's only level 3 in her career because she's been on maternity leave so much. Let's see. John is playing a friendly word game with his boss in their free time, and John spots a 7-letter bingo. Lay down the bingo or let the boss win? Let's lay down the bingo. Promotion. Okay, I wish I was saving the progress for what's been going on in this overview or in this tour, because there's been some good stuff happening for them. And then he has also brought home Samantha Audimus. I've never understood why Samantha Audimus is a possible person to bring home, because she's pregnant, and whenever Sims are pregnant, they like immediately go on maternity leave and they, you know, rest up. So it just has never made sense why she is someone that you can possibly bring home from work. Right? Has anyone else noticed that? So he's home now, and he's got this friend, which he does need. He does need a friend for work in order to get promoted. Oh, the dog just grew up. Let's get a closer look at you. Oh, you got some funny spots. Hang on, get over here. You're cute. You're cute. You got one brown ear, one black ear. Very cute. John, go play with your dog. Nope. My mouse is being weird. Play. Let's do Razzle. Yeah, I got them a small dog because they have a small house. Felt like that was probably a better idea for them. And so we'll see what else happens with these two. I don't think that they will have another kid. I mean, Jennifer has 11 days until she becomes an elder. So it's definitely possible, but with the ACR casual menu, it's a lot less likely as they get older. John is 8 days away from becoming an elder, so that would be quite the age gap between Lucy and the next one if they did have another one. Very cute. Yeah, he loves his puppy. Yeah, so they, I mean, they have some money now. They've been pretty tight on money this entire playthrough because their jobs are just still on the lower side, being level 3, level 4. So they've just sort of been scraping by. And so now they have about 5,000 in family funds. So, like, I don't know at this point if there's even much point in moving. Lucy's going to be going to university soon. We can send one of the kids to this loft bedroom and they can have their own bedrooms again. I think maybe if they did have another kid, I might consider moving them into another house. Oh, we just peed in the house. Get over here. Let's scold for peeing on the floor. We don't do that. We don't do that. Lucy's coming home from school now. It's 1 o'clock. And she usually does not roll once for doing homework, but I think she has like good interest. Yeah, she's got 6 out of 10. So again, I'll do that random number generator from 1 to 10 to determine if she's going to be doing homework or not. And if she gets like 1 to 6, then I'll get her to do the homework. And she has an A+, so she's a good student. She usually does her homework most of the time. Okay, so you have been at the computer all day. Let's just get you taking care of some needs here, Jennifer. And that's it. That's what these guys have been doing so far. John is wolf whistling his wife. Good for you. I appreciate it. John, we are not getting more animals. We are not getting more animals. I'm sorry, dude. It's not happening. Bubble blower. That's also not happening. Sorry. It's too much. Lucy is still dancing up here. She wants to play on the computer. Go ahead, play on the computer. She wants a pet too. She's a family sim, so that's kind of a common thing for family sims to roll wants for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is what they've been doing so far. Right, next we're going to be visiting the Oldies, and so their bio says Coral lost the love of her life, but has found joy in welcoming a furry baby into hers and Alec's lives. Will she be able to find love again, or just live out the rest of her lives with the memories of Herb? So as you can tell, it's just Coral and Alec and their new cat, but Herb has passed away of old age. He lived a nice long life of fooling around on Coral. He was sleeping around, and she knew, but she never really fully confronted him about it. Okay, so it is early in the morning. Sims are about to wake up. Here's Coral. She is 68 days old, so she's getting up there. She is close to the end of her life. There's the urn for Herb. And then we have this genie lamp. So this is what I've been kind of holding back, what I've been wanting to explain. So yesterday, like the last time I played these guys, a genie lamp appeared. The matchmaker stopped by and dropped this off for them. So this could change some things. 'Cause, I mean, you can wish for wealth, you can wish for long life, you can wish for beauty, you can tons of things you can wish for. You can resurrect Sims. So I did a poll on my page, and basically the options were wish for wealth, because why not? Wish for a long life for Coral, you know, give her some time back. Resurrect Herb, which is not really the popular option. Coral, really? And the other option is resurrect Cassandra Goth. Okay, because Cassandra's life got cut short, and that was really sad. And so I'm thinking this is the one that's, you know, if you look at the poll, this is the one with the most votes on it, resurrect Cassandra Goth. So I'm thinking that what I might do is wish for a long life for Coral. That is a loud thunder. Maybe wish for some wealth, because money's always good. And then giving the lamp to the Goth family for them to wish for Cassandra back. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that's just too perfect. I really want to have Cassandra back. I'm really sad that she didn't get to live a long life with lots of kids and all that stuff. So this is what I'm thinking of doing with the genie lamp. Here's Alec. He is taking out the garbage right now. Thank you very much. He's a teen now. He's a popularity sim. And like I mentioned with the Dreamers, is that he's got kind of a thing going on with Betty Broke. Has a little crush. How about you don't play out in the rain and possibly get electrocuted? Yeah, so he doesn't have a job. He's an A+ student. He usually does his homework. I believe his interest in school is, it's a little on the low side, but we've been lucky with the rolls, with the random number generators. He's been wanting to do his homework. A lot of thunder and lightning. His one true hobby is science. We have a telescope in the back that he does at night occasionally, or maybe does some research on his computer here. What's the matter? This is Heidi, by the way. This is Heidi, their cat. She doesn't seem to like the TV. It's a very cute little profile picture there on the side of her. We've got a few cat things like the litter box, got the cat tower, her food bowls over there in the kitchen. Yeah, she's been a nice addition to the family. Coral doesn't have a job, she never has, but she has her one true hobby as film and literature, so she's been doing a lot of stuff to do with that, like writing novels and watching movies and all that stuff, so she often gets wants for things like that. She currently has the want to fall in love, which I have locked in, which is really cute and really sweet, because obviously, like, she's a family sim, and losing her husband was really sad, but she still has maybe some sort of hope for having a happily ever after with someone that, like, truly loves her and chooses her, because we know Herb is notorious for sleeping around as a romance sim. So she knew that about him. Unfortunately, there were flowers left on the deck from dates, and she knew about them. Oh, that's sweet. Family kiss. So, I mean, Alex still has quite a bit away before he's gonna go to college or age up, and Coral doesn't have that much time. So this is why I'd like to give her some time, some life back. I don't think she's gonna live to see him go to college, unfortunately, because I think that with the wish for a long life only gives you like 3 days back or something like that. So it's a little bit sad that she won't get to see him fully grow up. But it is what it is. They adopted him as elders, so that's kind of to be expected. And so it's just the two, well, three of them in this little house, in this little bungalow. I suppose what I'll end up doing when Coral dies and Alec most likely goes to college, I will probably bank the money. It's like a bank account from the Monique's computer, so that he can still have that inheritance from them for when he's done college, and then he can buy himself a nice house and not just have to start from scratch all over again, you know? So that's it so far. That's what these 2.5 or these 3 have been up to. All right, and next we have the Langerak family, which includes Don Lothario. So Kaylin's family got a whole lot bigger after one afternoon fun on the couch with Don Lothario. He isn't too sure about trying to be a family man again, but they've made a temporary arrangement so that he doesn't have so much child support to pay and be more hands-on with these children. So here's the thing. Don has 5 children, and the child support that he would have to pay for these 5 children would bankrupt him surely. He would never have any money. So he decided to move in with Kaylin and her kids because it would save him from having to do that, but also, yeah, be a little bit more present in these kids' lives. So the thing is, Kaylin got pregnant with their first child on a random date that they had, and so I made her playable. And then she booty called him like the day after she gave birth, and they went and tried for baby autonomously. I did not do this, okay? And she had twins. Twins! They had 3 kids. So here we are in the Langerak household. Here are the twins. So here's Kelly. Kelly is the oldest, and we saw her at the 10-year update. She was just born at that point. So it's been 5 years, and she's now aged up to a child. She's still zooming around from aging up to a child yesterday. It's so funny how kids do that. Here's Dawn. No, don't play music. Come on. He's gonna dance now. So there's Don. You know, he's the romance sim. He's got the job in the medicine career as a resident level 5. He never wants to get skills, so he just doesn't. He is a secondary, let's see, pleasure. I thought so. So he's a secondary pleasure, so he often wants to buy a car, buy electronic entertainment. I'm pretty sure he's the one that wanted to buy the stereo. Here is one of the twins. His name is Kevin, and they are still pretty newly toddlers here. Here's Kimberly, the other twin. They all have dark hair and green eyes because their parents all have dark hair and green eyes. It's a little hard to tell with the toddlers to see what kind of face they're going to have, but Kelly looks a lot like her mom. Trying to get a close-up of her face. Just kind of squinting right now, but I'm pretty sure she has Kaylin's face. So that's kind of cute, because I think that some of Don's other kids look a bit more like him. We'll see, though, as she ages up. It's so cute.
She has a good relationship with her dad because he's been living here a lot of her life so far. I think Kevin might need to go to sleep. Yeah, he's tired. Can you please put Kevin to sleep? Kaylin's still sleeping at the moment. She went to work last night. She works in the paranormal career. She has high interest in paranormal, and I think that's why I just ended up giving that to her, because she just had the generic want to get a job want, and that's just what was offered that day. So this is what she's doing now. She's no longer a maid. Kaylin is a secondary knowledge sim, so she does wants to get skills from time to time or build skills, but she's mostly a family sim, so she has plenty of wants to have kids. Right now she has a want to get married, but to be honest, it's not gonna happen with Dawn. She had asked to go steady with him, and he said no, which was really sad. So very unlikely that they will get married. Kaylin will have to find somebody else. So Kelly, she is very sloppy like her dad. She is pretty outgoing, which is also like her dad because her mom is very shy. She's quite active, a little bit serious, but very nice. She's very nice. That's her highest trait. So comparing to her parents, I'd say she probably mostly takes after her dad, but she's got a lot of nice like her mom, even more so. Right, so yeah, we'll see what becomes of her as she ages up. The toddlers, we can look at their personalities. So Kevin is very sloppy, very shy, pretty active, very playful, and extremely nice. Max nice. So he, not sure exactly who he takes after. He's kind of his own thing a little bit. Yeah, she really needs to go to the bathroom. Dawn can maybe have something to eat and then, yeah, and then go to sleep. Yeah, you made a big mess in there when you had a shower. That's why there's water everywhere, Dawn. This is your own thing. Your own fault. Okay, so here's Kimberly. She's sleeping. But her personality is extremely sloppy, pretty outgoing, very active, a little bit serious, but very, very nice. So she's not like her brother too much. She's quite different. She's the loud sibling, the loud twin, I guess. But all of his kids are very sloppy. Oh no, bills to pay. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kaylin. So she has wants to like go on a date and be flirted with, because she's a family sim, and that sort of thing is important to her, right? But that's what they've been doing. It's been a little chaotic. There was a time where there were 3 toddlers at once, and that was a lot because they, of course, have all their needs and they're still quite dependent on you. I don't think Kimberly... Oh. Looks like Kelly's gonna do a show off. So cute. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, so it was a little painful to play this household when there were 3 toddlers, but it really only lasted like a day or so because Kelly's now aged up, and she's got a cute little green overalls thing, which I think works really well for the summer now. She looks not like super girly. Maybe she's a little bit of a tomboy or something like that. I don't think, no, we don't know what her one true hobby is just yet. So we'll have to figure that out soon, maybe in the next episode. Kaylin's one true hobby is tinkering, and she's got some Enthusiasm points for that. Don's is fitness, but honestly, like, he hasn't really wanted to do anything to do with fitness, so I'm gonna try and encourage him to do something like that, like maybe get a workout machine at some point. They're doing okay for money right now, but it's been tight. It's been tricky in this house, in this little house now with 5 people. But I have a feeling that once the kids age up, once the toddlers age up to kids, Don will most likely move out, and he can do his bachelor thing again. He hasn't been rolling wants to sleep around or anything like that. His pleasure wants have been kind of taking over a little bit lately, so that's kind of good for Kaylin, I guess, because if she caught him cheating, that would just absolutely break her heart, wouldn't it? Here, why don't you go get some breakfast, Kelly, or get some cereal? Kevin is over here. He really needs to use the potty. Dawn, can you maybe? Oh, let him do it. Kevin needs to potty, and he doesn't know how to do it by himself yet. Oh dear, you need to use the potty too. Oh, someone's going to poop their pants, I think. Oh boy. Okay, so that's what's going on here. It's a little stressful playing these guys, but we're making it work at the moment. Alright, and lastly we have the, well, you could call this the Broke Dreamer household, because it's just Dustin and Dirk here. So, best buds, Dustin and Dirk are sharing this little house until they can get on their feet and start their lives. Is settling down and starting a family in their futures? Well, I hope so, because that's kind of the plan for them with Angela and with Lilith, right? They've been dating since they were teens, they went to university together, and they've been together this whole time. So this is, it didn't really seem right to put them back into the Dreamer household with their parents, because it's just, it would have been way too cramped. So I got them this little condo for them to share. And so this is where they're living for now anyway. Okay, so here is the little house that I renovated for them. Just one of the condos. It was just like a simple sort of like 1-bedroom house with this upstairs. And it had a straight staircase before, but just to save some space, I got a circular one. They both have their own bathrooms. They both have a computer in their room, and then there's just this little kitchen that they share together. And so we're doing this in the meantime till they can get their careers started and make a bit more money, and then they can hopefully move into their own places in the future. But they've been best friends for like a really long time. Like, look, they're 100 out of 100. Like, they lived together as teens when their parents got married. They went to college together, and now so they decided to share this place together. And they, yeah, this is just what's kind of best for them at the moment. They're both very sleepy. They were playing kicky bag with their girlfriends last night, and now they're just sleeping it off. They did get some jobs. They're waking up now. Dustin got his career in philosophy, and it turns out the artist career is sort of, you know, goes well with that. Like the skills required work really well with the artist career, and that was available on the computer, so I got that for him. And it looks like Dirk's carpool is here. He is level 3 in the politics career as a lobbyist, and that goes well with the economics thing that he got from university, the degree, there we go, there's the word. And I don't know why he still has a fear to be uneducated, because he is educated at this point. He's done. So he's gonna go off and do that job now. He could very well get promoted today because he has the skills. What's Dustin gonna do today? He will not go to work today, which is too bad. But he wants to play. play computer games. He wants max enthusiasm in gaming because he did a lot of gaming in university. It was very hard to get him to do the skills that he needed for his degree. I was quite worried for him. He did go on academic probation at one point, but he managed to pull through. It ended up being okay after all. What's he doing right now? Blog about games. That makes sense. He has that want, like I mentioned, to marry a rich sim, and so does Dirk. I have it locked because I feel like that's kind of their way of saying that they want to get married. So yeah, I want them to get married to the Pleasant sisters because that makes sense for them. That's kind of what I think most people do, right, with these guys. Little doggy, Tucker. And yeah, they just started in this house, so there's really not too much to say. They have their jobs, they have their girlfriends, most likely future fiancés and wives. But we want to get them a little bit more settled before we make that dive for them. And so there's not a lot to say just yet. Why don't you play on the computer in your room? I did the Monique's computer in his room and then the Humble computer that gets dropped off in Dirk's room. So they both have their own computers, which is nice. So since Dirk's job is in politics, I gave him the lifetime want to become mayor. I felt like that made the most sense for him. And at the moment, I did make Dustin's lifetime want to reach the top of the artist career. We'll see if that's what he ends up doing. I mean, he is a little bit, I think, on the lazy side. Yeah. He doesn't, I mean, it was rough to get him through university. I can't see him working super hard, but if he has the job in the artist career, I suppose it makes sense for him to want to do to get to the top of the artist career as well. But we'll see. I don't mind changing those things from time to time, especially when things don't work out or it just doesn't seem attainable for them, or just I don't find that it matches them very well, their personality and whatnot. So I have been known to change their lifetime wants from time to time. Dustin has a great relationship with his brother Beau and his mom Brandy, but he doesn't really have any friendships aside from like Dirk and his girlfriend. Ooh, 3 bolts with Dina Caliente. That's not happening. Don't you dare. Dirk, he has his relationship with his girlfriend, of course. He's best buds with Dustin. He has a great relationship with his dad. He's good friends with Angela, but that's kind of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with these guys because it is just the beginning for them. They've just become adults, and so there's still, their whole adult life to unfold and fun stuff to happen for them. So there you have it. That is my Pleasantview 15 years later. Obviously a lot has changed from the very beginning. Lots of changes since the 10-year update. So I'd love to hear from you what your thoughts are, what you think is going to happen, or maybe some advice or suggestions on what you think we could do next with these Sims. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things because I'd love to hear from you. Seeing your comments is really encouraging and helps me to want to keep going. And it's just really nice to have an engaging audience. So yeah, please do all those things and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.